I mean, kick them while they're down. There's an opportunity here. They've already between these two teams, and it did take an 8 by targeting the Deimos and the Snake. But as the desk discussed, that information in the hands of some of these players is just too much. That's a brilliant pick from Wolfsper, and look how he's straight out.
Deeper into this labyrinth on the middle floor, wasting so much time against the Rebellion right now. Getting another kill, in fact, as Rexon pushes up Rocket. The Rebellion struggling for answers. We reach the final minute. Wolfsper and Silo both getting a couple kills. Now the Monty, supposed to be the tip of the spear, now broken on the floor outside of our EMPs. Running out of Rotero drones as well. So you, and again, because the Deimos is banned, you could have gone down below with the Buck, but with Dokkaebi down too, you could even conceive of some solution with the DMR, but it's not going to happen. Nice trade. Spoit able to cut down Wolfsper. But ForFun Esports, 2 rounds in a row, have kept the Rebellion.
But immediately backs off it.
Surf, not backing off, moving in. Candelas go out. Oh, one shot onto the Echo on the floor. Silo exploded. Bino, this 612 is murderous. Reloading. As Surf hops in the single window. One player all the way inside a bathroom. It's just a 1v1 between Packer and the rest on the site. Mike W pinched quite soon, but Spoit takes the 1v1. Packer isolates the next and takes the fight onto Rexon too. Quite winnable at the end for the... Might take some damage, but Canadian sent in, hunting down Packer as 2 roamers on this top floor. It's the Ambi coming in for the pinch from the opposite side. Yes, finds Silo from the back, takes the second through the wall. That is the break the Rebellion needed.
Go for a rotation at this point, further just gathering this information. Ooh, big kill though onto Ambi. Wolfsper was known as well, so Ambi losing out on that gunfight. Wolfsper's got himself into a reasonable spot. The lack of soft breach is really hurting him here because there's nothing stopping the defenders from just digging in.
Oh, and Wolfsper's won the fight against Surf on the backside. That was the 1v1 they were trying to backstab into the site with. They've got Rexon on this hatch to provide some vertical, but the power that Rebellion have, it's dwindling rapidly. Rexon's good for some cover, but Bino denies the plant. Spoit now creeping in through the site. Can shoot Bino in the back. Deagle around the corner, gets him. 417, Wolfsper going huge. It's a pistol on pistol, and Wolfsper on fire. Great 4K in that round. Double opening picks so far. He's
going to be out of action. This stall out right now from SR. It's really going to start to cost them. There it is. Mike W finishes him off with the SMG, but it was the impact was the only thing required. Could be another flawless here, Lynx.
It's looking like it, and even if they get up a couple picks, I think ForFun have won this round 15 seconds ago. Spoit now the last alive. Bino could be confirmed. Might be a flawless in name only. Spoit finds one. That's Wolfsper shut down.
Now that is in part due to the fact that he's got a load of keeper barricades set up in there, and that he keeps swinging on the doorway for fun, just dodging out of the way of the flashes. I was expecting the pressure from below, but it just isn't there. He's lining up his third right now. Ambi eventually takes him out, but they've already lost.
Player. ForFun recognizing the surplus they have right now.
I think they know that they've taken the ace out, right? They know that there's no way that they can get through. It's a single doorway push. Mike takes Surf down. Canadian down on the floor as he's running out of the way of a Razor Blue, and he just gets followed straight through.
It's put to 1 HP, and you can't help but think this shield is going down again. Mike W found by Surf. Spotted on the drone.
That can sort of harass and slow, but a lot has to come off this push.
Gotta make it work. Spoit using the bees to isolate these positions. Snap onto Silo. Caught looking right down the scope of that ACOG. Wolfsper now winning his fights on the backside. He's not lost that 1v1 against Surf. Spoit moving in with the bailiff, sees him on the floor. But ForFun just let the clock wind down.
Definitely can. I mean, even when you look at the last series, what it was both. It was an attack 6-0. That's very tantalizing. You almost have to play perfect, but it
sign will be stuck at 8 going forward. Still looking to hunt down this player bottom. Rocket, ooh, spots him. The Packer, I think, working with too little information. Rexon moving down the stairs, playing the off angle, taking the fight to these attackers. Spoit taking up that ops position behind the mirror window, basically guaranteeing the Rebellion not going down without a fight. Will not be a 7-0. Even if Rebellion go down, they'll at least go down with 1.
We saw it. It may have been shot now, but still for Bino, this is a pretty deep ask for him right now. Can send a nade out and maybe look to try and displace some of these players below, but he's going to get swung from somewhere eventually. Ambi to lock it up and to give Shopify Rebellion their Of what's going on in barrels, though, is going to take a little bit of damage there. Does get pinged out by the Echo, and that allows the player to cross, but the team play from SR at the moment has been fantastic. Used his boogie drones. They've got yellow pings as to where these players are. It's just a small matter of dealing with them. When you've got players tucked in behind mirror windows like Ambi, it's always going to be very difficult. You're going to take a little bit of damage here. Surf picks up Mike W in the meantime. But this isn't a very winnable situation that ForFun find themselves in.
No, it's not. C4 might go wide. Rexen downed at least, but Rebellion just don't really need to swing right now. Ambi trying to take the closer angle. Packer been struggling with this engagement against Ambi for the better half of this final minute. Bino finds one. Rexen and Surf both low, even though Rexen's been picked back up. He's got Diffuser as well. There's enough going on to at least afford him the possibility as he spots the head of one. But again, with no clear angle, as the Rebellion not looking to give and cede any bit of this advantage. We'll move up one more round. Still a 4-round gap separating these two teams, but as the primaries are won, Bino has some kind of off spot, some off position. Impact grenade lands right at his feet, puts him to half HP. Rexen wins the fight against Packer, trying to distract on the top floor. C4 again detonates the planter. You can see the idea was maybe Packer distracts above, but it is just simply too little force applied to these Rebellion defenders on the top floor. Now ForFun pivot to a very late clear, down 2 bodies against 5. And you can't help but think ForFun might have thought things would be a bit too simple attacking this Bunks briefing defense. Volsper and Silo both down for the count. Volsper completely silent since the half swap. Stuck outside. Because of this toxic canister, shotgun around the corner, there is no chance on any day in any world Silo was winning that fight. And one player might have gone down, make that 2, but the Rebellion have had the better defenses. 3.
She's going to be targeted. It hasn't been played yet by the Rebellion, but it...
Watching from the top of those stairs. Volsper also on the call-up angle, misses an important set of shots. Silo finds a direct line onto Canadian, so it's still advantage ForFun. But Volsper missing that fight, and Ambi maybe even able to make the cross. Again, a second attempt. Reloading. And Volsper's still at lower HP than Ambi. Deathmark going out. There's the cutoff we needed to see. Silo gets them all! Just one clip of the DMR gets the job done as the Rebellion try to power through for
Rebellion. Packer is standing by, and we have to talk with him after this one. Packer, wow. I mean, what a start to this game after the momentum you guys carried in from that Outlast game yesterday. It looks like you guys could not be touched. What was going on with you guys that made you so unstoppable on that first half?
So yesterday, I mean, the speech that I had has been carried over a lot of times now at this point. Basically, the practice that we had during the week was that we needed to move our feet and help each other on defense, because our first week we realized that we weren't really doing that on defense, and we were really struggling on the defensive half. So this game, we just let it loose. Like, we just said, like, we'll play with full confidence, always support each other, go for your plays. That's what's going to win us this game against this team. So,
Kyle, and that's something that you were talking about in the comments. But Packer, obviously, congratulations. I mean, that was a lights-out performance from you guys. I want to talk about the operator bans, kind of pick your brain. What was the reasoning for getting rid of the information going into this matchup instead of, getting rid of maybe, anything else that could have happened? You strictly focused on those info ops.
They've kind of switched their playstyle really, like, since last stage, where they've played a lot more info ops and they played to do the more split theory. And they've done a great job at that, and we just felt like that was what they've kind of leaned into the most. So we just thought we would ban it and just play around it. So we just, as you can see, we played like the Echo a lot to counter their Monty, because we believe that we knew Troy was going to play Monty a lot. So we kind of just like played into that.
Yeah,
beautiful.
I think that was a brilliant read, too. That's something we noticed as well with the information ops, so it's glad to see it kind of being followed through. Packer, I talked to Mike yesterday about your guys' confidence, actually, and I'm curious from you, what does a win like this do for your guys' confidence, and where do you actually see yourself in the big NA picture?
I mean, we are always going to be a contender to make every event. I truly believe that. We play with the confidence. No matter the scrim results, no matter how we play, like in the games, we always know we can bounce back. I mean, we're just 5 friends at the end of the day that just love playing with each other. And this just shows that like our off season was a lot of improvement that we showed, and like we actually know, like we have the good coaching staff behind us to support us and actually like make us better, so that we can take off these top teams like we struggled to last stage.
I mean, that's really the best of both worlds. I mean, 5 friends playing ForFun. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
That's why they pay him the big bucks.
Exactly.
That was good.
Exactly. Packer, thank you so much for your time as always. Congrats on a really big win here. Hopefully we'll set you guys up for success next week. Thanks so much.
All right, thank you. Have a good one.
Well, what a win for ForFun Esports. I mean, this is exactly the kind of thing they needed, you know, at the halfway point, essentially, in the stage, at this turning point. You set yourself up for success, taking down a big team like this.
Yeah, this was a monster win for them. And again, carrying the momentum that you were talking about. And this is actually the first time.